Imagine if you had to craft a perfect heist crew with only GTA protagonists. Think about it. Anyways, here's my mind starting with a driver. Now, when it comes to picking the main man for this job, Franklin's your go-to homie, hands down. Think about it. Franklin's got that street cred that'll make the other crews green with envy. This dude started from the bottom in Los Santos and worked his way up like a boss. He's got those driving skills that'll make your head spin, perfect for when the cops are on your tail and you need to ghost. And don't even get me started on that special ability of his, slowing down time while driving. That's some next-level Matrix shit right there. But here's the real deal. Franklin's like a chameleon, adapting to whatever crazy situation gets thrown his way. Remember how he went from jacking cars to pulling off big-league heists? That's the kind of quick thinking you need when things go south and you're trying to keep your ass out of the slammer. Now, we can't forget about the other players in the game. You've got Michael, the OG with all those years of heist experience. Dude knows his stuff, but he's got more baggage than an airport carousel. Then there's Trevor. That crazy SOB could either be your secret weapon or the reason you're all eating prison food. Depends on which way the wind blows with that nut job. If we're digging into the archives, Niko from GTA 4 could bring some heat to the crew. Ex-military badass who keeps his cool when the bullets start flying. Sign me up. And let's pour one out for CJ from San Andreas. That dude built an empire from scratch and has connections all over. But family drama? In this line of work? That's a recipe for disaster, my friend. At the end of the day, Franklin's your man. He's got the skills to pay the bills, the cool head to keep everyone in check, and the street smarts to adapt when shit hits the fan. Next, the planner. So when it comes to the mastermind behind this whole operation, we gotta give it up for Tommy Vercetti. This dude's brain is like a supercomputer when it comes to cooking up illegal schemes and planning heists that'll make your head spin. Let's break it down, yeah? Tommy's the OG from Vice City, and he didn't get the nickname the Harwood Butcher for nothing. This guy's got more street smarts than a whole crew combined. Remember how he went from being fresh out the joint to running all of Vice City? That's the kind of big brain energy we need for this heist. Tommy's got this crazy ability to see the big picture, you feel me? He doesn't just think about the score. He's always 10 steps ahead, planning for every little thing that could go wrong. And in this game, shit always goes sideways at some point. But Tommy, he's got backup plans for his backup plans. What really sets Tommy apart is how he built his empire from scratch. Dude knows every aspect of the criminal underworld, from drug running to protection rackets to legitimate businesses for laundering cash. That kind of diverse knowledge, it's gold when you're planning a complex heist. He can spot angles and opportunities that other folks might miss. Plus, Tommy's got connections for days. Need weapons? He knows a guy. Need a safe house? He's got properties all over the city. Need to bribe some cops or politicians? Tommy's got them in his pocket already. It's like he's got the cheat codes to Vice City, and he ain't afraid to use them. But let's talk about his ruthlessness for a sec. Tommy doesn't mess around when it comes to loyalty. Cross him, and you're swimming with the fishes faster than you can say, shakedown. That kind of rep means the crew's gonna stay in line, no questions asked. Now, we gotta give some props to the other contenders for the planning role. Lester from GTA 5 comes to mind. That dude's a tech wizard and can hack his way through anything. But Lester's more of a behind-the-scenes guy. Tommy? He'll be right there in the thick of it, calling the shots and adjusting on the fly. Michael deSanta's another solid choice. He's got years of experience planning heists, and he's got that movie producer mindset now, real cinematic stuff. But Michael's got too much emotional baggage. One call from his family, and the whole plan could go up in smoke. We can't forget about Huang Li from Chinatown Wars. This guy's got the connections in the triad, and he knows how to move product like nobody's business. But he's a bit green compared to Tommy, you know? Tommy's been in the game longer, seen more, done more. At the end of the day, Tommy Vercetti's the man with the plan. He's got the brains, the experience, and the iron will to make this heist go down in history. With Tommy plotting our moves, we're not just going for a score. We're aiming to build a goddamn empire. Now we need a gunman. When it comes to the gunman, Niko Bellic is the stone-cold killer we need on this crew. This dude's got more firepower than a military parade, and the skills to back it up. Niko's backstory is like something out of a war movie. Dude fought in the Bosnian Wars, which means he's seen some serious shit. We're not talking about some punk who learned to shoot in his backyard. Niko's been in real combat situations where it's kill or be killed. That kind of experience, it's priceless when the bullets start flying. Remember in GTA 4 how Niko could handle any weapon you threw at him like it was an extension of his arm. Pistols, shotguns, assault rifles, sniper rifles. Didn't matter. He'd be popping heads and taking names before the cops even knew what hit him. And let's not forget his crazy accurate aim. This guy could shoot the wings off a fly from a moving car. But it's not just about how well he can shoot. Niko's got that tactical mind, you know? He knows how to approach a situation, how to use cover, how to flank enemies. He's not some meathead who's gonna run in guns blazing. Unless that's the plan, then he'll do it with style. Niko's the kind of guy who can assess a situation in seconds and make the right call. And let's talk about his nerves of steel. Niko's been through so much crap in his life that nothing phases him anymore. Bank robbery? Just another Tuesday. High-speed chase with the cops? Might as well be a Sunday drive. This dude's cool under pressure, which is exactly what you need when everything's going to hell, and you need someone to keep a steady aim. Plus, Niko's got that Eastern European connection. Need some black market weapons that'll make the military jealous? Niko probably knows a guy who knows a guy, and you can bet those weapons will be top-notch. None of that knockoff crap. Now, some might argue for Trevor as the gunman. Sure, that psycho's got the bloodlust and he ain't afraid of nothing. But Trevor's too unpredictable. With Niko, you know exactly what you're getting. A professional who'll get the job done without unnecessary drama. CJ from San Andreas might come up in the conversation too. He's got skills, no doubt, especially after all that training with the triads. But CJ's more of an all-rounder. Niko, he's a specialist. When it comes to pure gun skills and combat experience, Niko's in a league of his own. Let's not forget about Luis Lopez from The Ballad of Gay Tony. Dude's got style and he knows his way around a gun. But compared to Niko, Luis is like a high school quarterback going up against an NFL pro. With Niko as our gunman, we're not just prepared for a fight, we're ready for a war. Imagine this. Franklin's behind the wheel, Tommy's calling the shots, and Niko's laying down cover fire that'll make the LCPD think twice about chasing us. It's like we've got our own one-man army. And here's the kicker. Niko's not just muscle. He's smart, he's loyal, as long as you don't cross him. And he's got his own code of honor. That means he's not gonna flip on the crew or try to take more than his share. In this game, that kind of loyalty is rarer than a decent cop in Los Santos. So yeah, when the shit hits the fan and we need someone to turn the tide of battle, Niko's our man. With him watching our backs and lighting up anyone who gets in our way, this heist isn't just gonna be successful, it's gonna be legendary. The kind of job that'll have people talking for years, wondering how we pulled it off. But that doesn't mean we will leave Trevor out of this. We would still need a backup gunman. Now we're talking. Bringing Trevor Philips into this crew as our second gunman? That's like throwing a lit stick of dynamite into a fireworks factory. It's gonna be one hell of a show. This dude's got more screws loose than a dollar store furniture set, but that's exactly what makes him perfect for when things get wild. We're talking about a guy who probably eats tear gas for breakfast and thinks a SWAT team is just a warm-up. Remember in GTA 5 how Trevor would just go berserk? That's the kind of energy we need when the cops have us cornered and we gotta fight our way out. Trevor doesn't just shoot cops, he freaking enjoys it. He's got this special ability to fly into a rage where bullets barely slow him down. It's like watching the Hulk, but with more meth and better aim. And let's talk about his pain tolerance. This maniac can take a beating that would put most people in the hospital and just laugh it off. You need someone to draw fire while the rest of the crew makes a getaway? Trevor's your guy. He'll be out there in nothing but his tighty-whities, dual-wielding RPGs and cackling like a lunatic. But Trevor ain't just muscle. Nah, this dude's got skills. He's a trained pilot, which means air support or a quick aerial escape is always an option. Need someone to fly a cargo plane full of stolen goods while being chased by fighter jets? Trevor's probably already in the cockpit, asking what took you so long. And here's the thing about Trevor. He's unpredictable in the best way possible. The cops might have tactics to deal with your average criminal, but Trevor? He doesn't play by anyone's rules, including his own. He might decide to charge a police barricade with nothing but a baseball bat and somehow come out on top. That kind of chaos can turn the tables real quick when we're in a tight spot. Now, some might say Trevor's too unstable, that he could jeopardize the whole operation. But that's where Franklin's leadership and Tommy's planning come in. They can point Trevor in the right direction, like aiming a missile. Sure, you're not 100% sure where it'll land, but you know it's going to cause one hell of an explosion. With Trevor on the team, we're not just prepared for things to go wrong. We're almost looking forward to it. Because when the plan goes to shit and we need someone to turn the entire city into a war zone as a distraction, Trevor's not just willing, he's eager. So yeah, Trevor's our wild card, our ace in the hole, our in case of emergency break glass option. With him alongside Niko, we've got a combo that can handle any level of heat. Niko brings the precision and skill. Trevor brings the sheer, unbridled chaos. Finally, a coordinator. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Bringing Michael deSanta in as the coordinator during the heist? That's like adding the secret sauce to an already killer recipe. Look, Michael ain't just some washed-up bank robber trying to relive his glory days. Nah, this dude's the OG of heists, the maestro of mayhem. He's got more experience pulling off big scores than the rest of the crew combined. Remember how he planned those epic heists in GTA 5? That wasn't just luck. That was years of know-how packed into that receding hairline of his. Franklin's weaving through traffic like a madman. Niko and Trevor are turning the city into a war zone. And Tommy's grand plan is starting to unravel. Who's gonna keep this circus from turning into a complete shit show? That's right, Michael. I'm too old for this shit deSanta. Michael's got this crazy ability to see the big picture even when everything's going to hell. He's like a chess player, always thinking 5 moves ahead. While everyone else is freaking out about the SWAT team rolling up, Michael's already figured out 3 different escape routes and which one has the best taco truck on the way. Now, some might say Michael's too old for this game, that he's lost his edge. But that's exactly what makes him perfect for this role. He's seen it all, done it all. There's no curveball this city can throw that Michael hasn't knocked out of the park before. His experience is like a cheat code for real life. With Michael calling the shots in real time, coordinating everyone's moves, it's like we've got our own mission control right in the middle of the action. He's the glue that'll hold this crazy plan together when it starts falling apart. So yeah, Michael's our guy for keeping everyone in line and on target. He's got the experience, the quick thinking, and just enough of that movie producer flair to make sure this heist isn't just successful, it's box office gold. With Michael at the helm, Franklin leading on the ground, Tommy masterminding from afar, and Niko and Trevor bringing the firepower, we're not just pulling a heist, we're making GTA history. So this was my dream team for a GTA heist. Now it's your turn to comment down your perfect heist crew. I'm waiting to see the creativity. Anyways, subscribe to the channel if you are a true GTA fan. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care and have a nice day.